Good morning, everyone. This is Muba from Group 3, and this is our Group 3 report. And these are our contents. So my team members have already presented articles 1 through 4, and I'm going to present article 5. So today I'm going to talk about OPED Beyond the Dark Web. This is a financial news regarding Bangladesh. So my team members and we discussed that we will talk about financial news in our country as much as possible. So the terminologies that I learned from the article, which is basically about blockchain technology being introduced recently in the financial cross-border remittance system in Bangladesh. I found it very interesting because the blockchain technology has been talked about a lot in the past, but it was never before it actually happened. It was never considered to be something worthy of being introduced in the remittance and cross-border remittance system. So I wanted to know more about the blockchain technology itself. So this is the terminology that I learned. So blockchain technology is basically a chain of blocks in a sense. However, it means that digital information, which is the block, is stored in a public database, which is the chain. It stores the information about the transactions, and it stores information about who is participating in the transactions. And blocks store information that helps distinguish blocks from each other. And cryptocurrencies, it's a digital or virtual currency that is secured by cryptography, which makes it nearly impossible to counterfeit or double spend. So what happened in the article? So recently the blockchain system has been announced in Bangladesh, which aims to give more and more financial inclusion to people and allow them to have more control over their financial lives through blockchain. Because before that, the system in our country, in Bangladesh, it was very bureaucratic. So it was a huge process for people to go through the whole remittance process, but the blockchain technology will make that easier. And this service will initially happen between Bangladesh and Malaysia. So blockchain technology has been widely used in the dark web before for encrypted transactions, but recently it has been gaining a lot of popularity in cross-country remittances. So why did it happen? Because it needed to happen, because a blockchain-based remittance service in Bangladesh, it can facilitate inclusion. And then this system will also facilitate the activities of businesses due to the advantage of transactions being more secure. So what are the potential impacts of this blockchain technology being introduced into the financial systems? And it's also talked about that it will be introduced in banking as well. So the impact is that it will create more cheaper and secure record system than the bank, and then cross-border will cease to exist. The transactions that are going on, that will become easier in Bangladesh, and then blockchain-based technology will cater to the international migrants' need for a simple, fast, and cost-efficient money transfer medium. It requires a short transaction time and no mediating bodies, which makes it so much better that now it's being finally considered in Bangladesh to be used for the masses. And blockchain-based technology will take much shorter time to process a transaction, and therefore the possibilities of fraud are very slim. So those are the potential impacts that this blockchain introduction will create. So these are my opinions. I think that this can revolutionize trade finance in a whole new manner. And in Bangladesh, the financial market where people do transactions is highly bureaucratic. So of course, this system can definitely aid this and make it more flexible. And the blockchain-based cross-border money transfer would make sure that all the parties in the transaction receive the same information. So it will avoid asymmetry of information. So if there are inconsistencies for some reason, the transaction will not be executed at all. So the transactions are so much secure, and it avoids the asymmetry of information and communication gap that otherwise happens. And customers will be more empowered while making financial decisions. I think it's a very new step for Bangladesh and for the financial situation in Bangladesh. Thank you very much for listening so far. These are my references.